A time for celebration, a time for friends and family, and a time for football. Today in the historic SBC Cotton Bowl, two schools with 2 centuries of football tradition collide for just the second time ever. It's Tennessee and Texas A&M. Your first kickoff in 2005 is next on Fox. An unseasonably warm New Year's Day in Dallas. The Texas A&M 12th man stands ready. Rocky Top also fired up for this first day in 2005. We welcome you to the 69th edition of the SBC Cotton Bowl, where the 15th ranked Tennessee Volunteers take on number 22 Texas A&M.
And the field is in perfect condition. Was down there walking on it before kickoff today. Nobody's going to be slipping on that field. It's like a golf green.
The electrifying Lane Newman will kick it away. He's their long field goal kicker and handles kickoff duties. And Gerald Riggs waits for the Volunteers, and we are underway. The 69th SBC Cotton Bowl. Out of the end zone, and Tennessee will get it. About Rick Clausen, the transfer from LSU. Of course, his brother Casey, a 4-year starter for the Volunteers. He did not play in 6 of the first 8 games. In fact, did not throw a single pass in the only 2 games he played.
His brothers really helped him out here to get settled and understand the offense.
He starts out of the shotgun. Quick, safe throw. And it's complete for a short pickup out to the 24 to Chris Brown. They've had a lot of injuries up front the entire year. They are without the All-American Michael Munoz, the son of which will alternate Anderson, the fullback, and Robert Meacham, the redshirt freshman out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's a man to keep an eye on. Houston, his first carry, and rumbles across the 30. It's a first down for Tennessee. Lawson throws to the near side. Jason Swain out to the 35.
You know, one thing, and so I think they're a little bit better game tested to start today.
First touch of the football by the fullback, Corey Anderson.
You know, tight coverage out here, right up on top of a man-to-man.
And they hand it off. Fake the handoff, and then it's thrown away, although a penalty flag is down.
Offside. Defense. Number 85. The result of the penalty will be a first down.
Lawson, lost down the sideline, had an open receiver, Robert Meacham, and just did overthrow him. 4 wide receivers set for Tennessee on second down and 10. Lawson rolls left, still looking, fires across the middle, good enough for a first down, and more. C.J. Fate sprinting to the corner, touchdown, Tennessee.
Tennessee just shook the tree, and another receiver just fell out by C.J. Fate. Third down.
James Wilhoit with a point after, and it is just good. 57 yards. A touchdown strike from Rick Clausen to the junior C.J. Fate. 7-0 Volunteers. This is returnable for Carter. Special teams coverage, and what a lick at the 15-yard line.
High school in Lufkin, Texas. Very familiar taking the ball 5 yards on the snap here.
Quick throw to Urban Taylor, and the sophomore is out to the 27-yard line. Boone stunts a tight end in motion, and they hand it to Lewis. And maybe a yard. Jason Allen, the leading tackler in the SEC. McNeil throws to Stutz, his tight end. And boom, they chant.
I guess that means a lot of different things.
Well, as the Duke
hands in, hands.
You do that with. Ducked off to Lewis. A lot of room to go. Crosses midfield and taken down at the 45. First down in Tennessee territory. Quick throw, and again, it's Irvin Taylor. McNeil really a microcosm of this entire A&M team. You saw his numbers a season ago. His first year as a starter. An unbelievable improvement this year. Rolling, still looking. Evades one tackle. Maybe a penalty. Yep, there it is.
Coordinator, they work in collaboration. It all goes through Coach Fran. Here's the pitch.
Option. And the ball comes loose. And did Tennessee get it? Yes, they did. Kirk McBride falls on the football. And they turned it over 30 times last year. Tennessee gets it back. Lawson again. Out of the shotgun. Fires to Chris Hannon, the junior out of Sarasota, Florida. Twice this season. They had never gone back-to-back games in 100 years of football without turning it over.
They said they're tired of talking about this being their last game. They know it is. They want to go win a bowl game. They've lost their last two. They want to go out here a winner here in Tennessee.
They hand it to Meacham on the end around, and he carries out close to midfield. Second down and 3. Lawson again. Dangerous throw, and he is lucky that Eric Mays
was trying to listen to what was going on.
Lawson rolls on 3rd and 8. Fires a strike to Jason Swain. A first down conversion to the 41.
Looks like they're having trouble just conveying these signals here.
Picking his way down to the 39. First carry for Gerald Riggs, Jr.
And Gerald's a veteran, and Houston's a veteran. I think they put it on their shoulders to carry a lot of this load as these freshmen got acquainted here with the SEC.
Riggs will get it again. And again, not much room.
In the running game.
3rd and 6, they need to get to the 31. Lawson throws it back the other way. Catch made. And getting a first down is Chris Brown. Incomplete on the throw to see.
It looks like Peyton Manning down there, doesn't it? I mean, just giving out all the signals, talking to all of his linemen.
Riggs buried at the line of scrimmage. Brent Schaefer, the freshman quarterback, has come in for the first time since he left. Our field goal try for James Wilhoit, who hit on 9 of 15 during the season, 2 of 6 from outside of 40. And others trying to win and then get a lot of help.
Carolina started the season 1-7, trying to finish up 7-1.
Play fake. And McNeil looking to cut it back upfield. Ducks in between a couple of tacklers and loses the football. And it's recovered by Tennessee. A team which fumbled the ball 5 times the entire year.
Baylor has had that thing surgically repaired. Well, I don't know if he wasn't down there when that ball came out.
McBride stripped it. Campbell covered it up. And now the Volunteers in business at the 28-yard line. Lawson looking for 6. And miscommunication with his receiver, Jason Swain, who... Second and 10, Peyton in motion, and again, crossing the throw. He's looking for Peyton, and he finds him down to the 16. Another first down for the Volunteers. Under 5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, 7-0 Tennessee. First and 10 at the A&M 16, and Clausen.
Wow.
Finds Swain, who breaks 1 tackle and then is wrapped up at the 11, a gain of 5.
Watch those guys just practice one-handed catches in the receiver line before the game today.
Take the handoff, look to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Anderson, the fullback, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season.
Boston's playing some great football. Moving around, they moved the fullback with some injuries this year. At 270 pounds, pretty active going up for that touchdown catch.
Lawson is hit on 9 of 13, a pair of touchdown throws, 14-0 Volunteers.
2 or 3 programs in the country getting his indoctrination.
Line drive tipped off, fielded by Jason Carter, and a pretty good seam, and carries out to the 25-yard line.
Kind of shaking things off, walking it off.
Now he's going to carry. He had an eye on a receiver, but decided not to make that throw.
So far, Tennessee has done a good job of flattening McNeil to the sidelines.
McNeil to throw it. And a catch made by Murphy out to the 31-yard line. Terrence Murphy.
He knows what he's doing on a football field.
Taylor in motion on the 3rd and 5. And they fire and batted down. Good closing coverage. Jonathan Hefning receives this punt from his 25. Avoids one tackler and then is dropped. Rick Clausen given a chance. Due to the 2 injuries, he's making the most of it. A win today, and he would finish a year in 4 starts with a 3-1 record.
In California, just north of Los Angeles, they say he's the best of all the Clausens.
Wow. Cedric Houston nearly broke it for the distance. You can see his frustration.
And he kept his feet.
Score 14-0 Tennessee, and the total yards reflecting their domination. A couple of A&M turnovers, penalty flag out of the field.
And then you got to do all that in a couple seconds to get ready for the next play.
Sounds pretty complicated.
Oh, it is. He still doesn't have it right.
Well, maybe put a little something on that shoe because he slips a couple of them.
That shoe came off again. Forget about it.
Lawson looks one way, throws the other, and again it's C.J. Payton. And maybe a yard. I beg your pardon, Chris Hannon on the reception. How long can it take to put on a shoe? That's the end of the first quarter. 14-0 Tennessee. We're back to the SBC Cotton Bowl right after these messages. Lawson. Penalty flag down. The reception made by Cedric Houston out of the backfield. 6-6 their record in bowl games under Phil Fulmer.
Oh, there's the ball. Pressure got to him that time.
And the Volunteers are playing like it.
Yeah.
They were an outstanding road team this year.
Go ahead.
Cedric Houston on 2nd down. Lawson fires just high. Tennessee punts for the first time today. Mays dropped it. And another A&M turnover. Their 3rd of the game after turning it over 8 times all year. Houston behind Anderson in the eye. He gets a carry.
Ooh.
And to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. He broke a pair of tackles, including the normally dependable Jason Appel.
That's their best tackler.
Well, Hoyt again for the point after, and again it is good. 3 turnovers for A&M. Twice, Tennessee is cashed in with touchdown. And now the Volunteers lead at 21-0.
Practice, you run at the end of practice. Those guys hated running. One of the reasons why they were able to hold on to it.
Into the end zone, and Carter will take an 8.
Now they need something in that, just that big play department.
Early movement. An honorable mention, all Big 12 performer at right tackle this season. They pitch it to Lewis and read beautifully by the Volunteer defense. And then very early, Marvin Mitchell gave Gaither the chance, and he has taken advantage of it. 18 tackles in that SEC championship game. McNeil, what move? And was able to pick up 4 or 5 more yards. And
yeah, go ahead.
A terrific defense in years to come. It's a very young defense. McNeil fires low. Was it caught by Mobley? Yes. Buckley waits for the fair catch. Rick Lawson off to a terrific start here today, and he's going to put it up again and looking for the long ball. There was contact down there. Robert Meacham looking for a flag.
It's been called wide receiver U for a long time.
Gerald Riggs still on his feet, crossing the 40.
Names that you
Fast.
there it is.
Number 11 of the defense. 5 yards from the end of the run.
A bit of a bunch formation. That's 3 receivers all clustered together right there.
Free play for Tennessee. And breaking it to the outside is Gerald Riggs, shoved out of bounds.
Both about the same size. 6 foot, 6'1", 220 pounds.
Take the handoff to Riggs. And then the catch made by the junior Chris Hannon.
You look down and you see Camden, New Jersey. You know, you see Hawaii, I mean, from everywhere. We're telling those kids, look, you come here, we're going to throw the football. They want to come to Tennessee to play.
Corey Anderson rumbles all the way down inside the 15. Lawson again to throw, wide open receiver, touchdown Volunteers. Tony Brown, his 3rd touchdown reception of the year. 55 yards, 3 touchdown throws so far, and we still have 8:54 to play in the second quarter. Lawson saying to Philip Fulmer, don't forget about me looking ahead to next year. Andy Sanders has to be so pleased with this Tennessee offense. Taking a knee is Jason Carter.
Philip Fulmer does a great job of getting everybody involved in a part of it as well.
Quan Mobley makes a reception, still on his feet. Good pickup out to the 33-yard line.
And that's why this game is so big. I mean, it really serves the alumni base here, and it's a great recruiting tool.
Courtney Lewis stopped.
But, I mean, I don't know if any other state has 300 Division I players a year.
Jason Carter still on his feet, and he slammed out of bounds.
You know, their network is strong in Tennessee, but it goes into North Carolina and down into Alabama. Certainly the tentacles reach far and wide.
Boy, they had an open receiver, Terrence Murphy, on 3rd down.
You know, a year before A&M had beaten Oklahoma, ranked #1 in the country. They came back and put it on them, but since then they've been competitive in their game.
Russell down in the...
Go suit up time?
I've been asked to get out of the press box. Gerald Riggs out to the 24-yard line.
Well, keep an eye on this walk-on. He makes a tackle and the Cotton Bowl will erupt.
Out to the 26-yard line.
Rapid for the Rams. Now a backup safety for him.
They pitch to Houston on 3rd and 2, and he picks up a first down out to the 33-yard line.
The biggest wide receiver I've ever seen on a football field in my life. That's a tight end. Right there, 315 pounds.
And they open up the field across the middle and all the way down to the 43-yard line is C.J. Faber.
Now he's getting closer to the tackle. More in where he belongs, but he's still not getting down. He's still standing up, looking sweet over there in a 2-point stance.
Agora, former offensive lineman who moved to tight end this season.
So to see him play like this and have this kind of success, it's got to be a real gratifying feeling.
Makes a handoff, rolls to the left, and throws, passes caught.
They all take after their mom. Very good. And as we talked to some of the Texas A&M players this week, they said, my goodness, if Clausen has been at quarterback, Tennessee forever. So should we expect the next one to come along?
It got so bad that she started hiding food, but we knew where all the hiding spots were. I wonder if she's doing it.
Good coverage that time. Penalty flag is down, but it's against Tennessee. Second and 25 after the penalty. Heavy pressure. Lawson took a look, a lick. And he's able to complete the pass to Cedric Houston. Lawson to throw it.
Arena League. You know, Casey Clausen, your brother, I mean, there's a lot of pressure there in that position.
Heath Schuler, former #1 draft pick by the Washington Redskins.
Still a lot of things can happen.
McNeil on the option, pitches to Jason Carter, and he cuts it back to the other way. Broke a couple of tackles and gains 9 out to the... That was a similar play we saw the other night by the unbelievable freshman Ted Ginn Jr. at Ohio State. Closing in on 2 minutes to play until halftime, and A&M desperately in need of points, trailing 28-0. McNeil in trouble, down he goes. Second and 20. McNeil steps up, fires across the middle. And the catch is made all the way.
The guys all looking at their wristbands. He's yelling out numbers as to what play they're playing to.
Dropped by Irvin Taylor. Perhaps 1:01 to play until halftime. Dropped off to Jason Carter. Only a gain of 4. 52 seconds left until halftime. And McNeil operates out of the shotgun. That one thrown high and looking for the flag. Saw Texas A&M favored by a field goal against Tennessee. Volunteers with 17 first downs, A&M only 6. And time of possession, 19 minutes nearly for Tennessee.
That was Jackie Sherrill that hoisted up there. That was Jackie coaching those 3 cotton ball teams. He was.
And Dennis Franchione, certainly some work to do at halftime. Steve Turing and always Brian mentioned 3 times in his first half after. That's the end of the first half of the SBC Cotton Bowl, 28-0. Stay tuned for our halftime coverage, beginning with a Tennessee band right after these messages and a word from your local Fox station. And you have all that time, and some might say you study. Let's be honest about it. Most of the time, the kids are out of school for Christmas break.
We'll find out a lot about Reggie McNeil right now.
We start on the ground with Courtney Lewis, and he maybe gained a yard.
Really, a tackle for a loss to a running back is like a sack to a quarterback. It's a negative play.
Couple of fake handoffs, and McNeil will tuck it under his arm. Sprint to the sideline, broke a tackle, and picks up a first down out to the 31. There
we go.
Double reverse. And scampering across midfield and breaking it is Thomas. Terrence Thomas caught from behind all the way to the 15-yard line. And now it's first down at the 15, right back to Lewis, and he is stung at the line of scrimmage.
Ryan said if football doesn't work out, he's ready to move on.
Inside handoff to Jason Carter. He steps out of bounds at the 12, going to bring up third down for the Aggies. And he said the better team didn't win that game. Well, they locked up again, and Auburn beat them again. McNeil.
Oh, he's got
plenty of daylight. And then a pretty good open field tackle there at the 7-yard line. And again, it was Burnett. Fourth down and a yard. A&M 7 of 17 converting on fourth downs this year. They run the option. And McNeil will keep it. And he's dragged down shy of the first down by Jason Mitchell, the junior inside linebacker who moved inside from outside early in the year. First half, hitting on 15 of 22 for 192 yards, 3 touchdown passes. And they hand it off to Cedric Houston on first down. Let's go downstairs.
And we're really proud of what it does for education and our community here in Dallas. Over 3/4 of every dollar invested in the game goes right back to the schools of the SEC and the Big 12. In the city of Dallas, we're going to be rolling out what we call Project Lightspeed, which will take fiber optics a lot closer to our customers so we can provide voice, video, and high-speed internet.
Appel had to lead the game also, by the way, after that hit. Now Gerald Riggs will carry out to the 25-yard line. Well, you probably know the answer to that question.
How many days can you go?
Yeah, without showering.
We have crazy contests. We don't get the glory in the end zone. We got to find our own way to kind of get ourselves excited.
So what's your record then? Munoz hometown. Out of the I formation. They'll give it to Riggs. And he has a first down out across the 30. The academic Heisman in college football. He's already graduated. He's working on his master's degree, recently married. And the catch is made by Meacham out across the 35-yard line. So the penalty pushes it across midfield. First down throw for Clausen. Wide open is Meacham all the way down to the 38. Pickup of 19.
Bodies flying around, and the ball gets bounced and flipped and tipped and all those kind of things. This is every bit of that performance that they had against the Bulldogs.
There's the Bulldogs playing today. We showed you some of their highlights from the opening half. Clausen fires too long.
Himself on television and the way he carries himself. I mean, that's just an incredible role model, someone to look up to.
Clausen to the end zone. Contact made, no flag.
Ah, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
We're talking about that. Stay with the balance.
Defense, number 10. Penalized 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Right there. See.
At the Capital One Bowl in Orlando. Riggs. Able to carry inside the 10, down to the 8. Again, Riggs breaks it to the outside. Touchdown, Gerald Riggs. 9-yard touchdown run. 6th rushing touchdown of the year. Will Hoyt to make it 35-0 with 6:04 to play. Riggs coming off that electrifying performance in the SEC championship game. His first touchdown today. Will Hoyt kicks it away. Carter 5 yards deep in the end zone. Going to bring it out.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Number 23 team penalized. Automatic first down.
You know, Tennessee wins when they can pound the football. And they've got 2 backs that can do it.
McNeil throws to the senior Terrence Murphy. Ball squirts loose, but he very much believes that Fellows is his best cover corner. And he's in for a big future. Throw to Keith Joseph, playing in his final game. Good protection. And it's incomplete.
We weren't really sure what he was going to do, watching him on tape. And don't take anything away from what Tennessee has done, bottling him up here today.
Jonathan Hepney carries out to the 40.
Dead ball. First late hit. Number 1 of the kicking team penalized 15 yards.
Corporal Amstutz took a sniper shot to the leg. Fortunately, the Purple Heart veteran recovered to become the heart and inspiration of so many Aggies players.
Throw by Brent Schaefer into the end zone.
Fighting to let us play.
Very well said.
He said 130. He was.
Some maintain that tradition after they become adults. Schaefer, his first completion. since he left the game against South Carolina with a broken collarbone. And it's good enough for a first down. Had started a season opener for an SEC team since 1945. Although Schaefer was really sharing time back there with Ames. Gerald Riggs still on his feet inside the 20, down to the 17. Philip Fulmer did not want to talk about it yesterday, and you can certainly understand why. We touched on it briefly. What to do?
That all those fans that show up at Neyland Stadium are talking about the same thing as well.
No doubt about it. Here's what Schaefer can do.
Wow. He is elusive.
3rd and 12. At the 20-yard line, and Schaefer to throw it. Good protection this time to the end zone, and just does overthrow. 37-yard field goal try. He missed from 42, wide right. And this one is good.
Well, you look at Phil Fulmer, who said that this is 13 years here at Tennessee, 13 bowl games. And we're today on January 1st. I mean, that's sort of when it kicks in. You're probably going to start something this year, right?
No doubt about it.
Yourself youthful. It's like John Chavis. I mean, teams come after guys like that all the time to be their next head coach, but
Hands in.
there is a great quality of life here in Knoxville.
Batted down at the line of scrimmage. You know, you use that program, and Dennis Franchione has certainly earned the reputation as that pass is good enough for a first down after the 32 to Urban Taylor.
And it's, yeah, I mean, it's hard to stay on top.
First down catch made by Daquan Mobley all the way down to the Tennessee 40-yard line.
I think it's important for the players, the fans, and future players at A&M to know that Dennis Franchione doesn't want to go. I think he likes the tradition and everything that there is about A&M.
In fact, is that pass a little too strong? What a lick on Urban Taylor.
That's that Rashawn Fellows again. Playing big here today.
4th down and 5. And very close to a first down. It looks like he got it.
And I think he's as good as any one of those, and if not better, more polished than either one of those kids coming out of college.
Slant. And was it a completed pass is the question.
Yep.
Yes, it was, and a fumble turns it over for the 4th time today by A&M.
You know, and I think that we have just nothing but jinxed these guys up.
Lawson back in there for Schaefer.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, Tennessee 38.
Been a rough day for Reveille. Been a pretty good one, meanwhile, for Smokey and company. 38-0 Volunteers at the end of the 3rd quarter.
I'll say this, Tom. I say anybody that ever plays in a Cotton Bowl game will never forget it.
No doubt about it.
And if you come here as a fan, you just don't forget it.
Gerald Riggs. Well, the only 2 teams to have 2 runners combining for more rushing yards than this Tennessee Volunteer duo. Now Philip Fulmer going to give some others a try. For all the dads out there that have little girls, they can do no wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
They do whatever they want. They own you. Boy, do they own you. Now to the 31-yard line again. It's Yancey.
I mean, it's you know, it's a true family affair. Kids got binoculars out there, their face painted up. I mean, they're going to follow this game for a long time at that age.
3rd straight carry for Yancey.
Texas is not a pro team right there. I mean, that's who you root for. You root for these kids. You follow the programs, you follow them in the papers, and the kids are all learning the traditions of these respective universities.
Yancey tripped up, but he appears to have a first down. Obviously, in the southeastern part of the country, there's nothing bigger. I mean, not even pro sport are bigger than SEC football. Of course, down here in the heart of Texas, you have really the only part of the country, and Baldy, you grew up in that part of the country that yes, has some success in college football, but not the fever pitch. Third down in the yard, under 9.5 to play here at the Cotton Bowl. 38-0, Tennessee leading Texas A&M. And Yancey will get the first down and then some to the 44.
All the way through Tuesday.
And the national championship game will be played on Tuesday night, and we are so honored at Fox to have acquired the BCS broadcast.
You know, here comes Matt Leinart taking over for Carson Palmer. I mean, that's a machine going on out there as well.
And they have just about everybody back looking ahead to next year, but the only thing they're thinking about is Bob Stoops in Oklahoma. Who are you liking that?
I like the Trojans. I mean, I like the way that they throw the football, the balance, Reggie Bush. I mean, I like the way that they play the game.
Run out of bounds. It'll bring up fourth down.
There's nothing like the smell of a good wintry morning. Like nothing else.
Not touched by Eric Mays and takes a A&M bounce.
I think everybody mourns the loss of Reggie White. Anybody that came in contact with him in any way. He could overtake a room full of kids or people looking for inspiration or guidance. He could do the same thing with his voice and with his beliefs. And it was just a shock. Because anybody that knew Reggie White, that was as big and healthy a guy as you're ever going to meet.
Thoughts and prayers with the entire White family and all of their friends across the country. Early movement along the line. Penalty flags come down.
There are multiple fouls on the play. Offside. Defense. The penalty is declined. Roughing the passer. Number 55 of the defense. That penalty is accepted. 15 yards. Previous spot. Automatic first down.
Anytime you go back and you look at it, that's what's you're going to be remembered.
Going over the middle, real nice catch made by Latydrick Riley. First time we've called the junior's name here.
Former Texas A&M coach, won a national championship at Alabama. Former a long time in San Diego.
No flags down.
That was a lightning bolt of a throw.
Well, it was, and a flag did come in on the far sideline.
Look out.
Into the end zone. And
so this week where Jim Moore is going to play Mike Vick and his starters up there in Seattle trying to win that game.
To the end zone. Short. On the throw to Urban Taylor. Which they do. Touchdown strike from McNeil to Urban Taylor. It's good to see.
Yeah, you know, I said it was important. It was important to get, of course, one of the great traditions.
Pegram now for the point after. But you saw her, didn't you? Either that or she said, what took you so long? But the kissing commences in doubt. And Newman bumps it into the end zone. We were here for that one. It was bitter cold.
That was Arctic weather.
Carry out to the 34 again, David Yancey.
And he comes out here on this big stage, and we said it was like an away game. All the Aggie fans here to come out and play with the poise and precision. We talked about at the dinner table for a long time with the losses.
Dennis Franchione is sixth. But to think that Fulmer's career record, just a staggering 123 and 31. And only school to win more games in Division 1A since 1995 is Marshall University out of the Mid-American Conference. One more win than Tennessee. Noted that if Florida State were to win its bowl game today, and the Seminoles are playing right now, Florida State would join Marshall with 102 wins, one more than Tennessee.
Dante Stallworth, guy from the University of Tennessee, wide receiver, has really come on for the Saints right now.
Reggie McNeil can look ahead to next year when he will come back for his 3rd year as a starting quarterback.
Hands in.
And if he makes as much improvement from this year to next year as he did from last year to this year, it's going to be hard to find a better all-around quarterback.
Guys like Daquan Mobley coming on back next year.
Catch made by Thomas. He's already made a couple of big plays today, and he crosses midfield down to the 48-yard line.
Got the assignment of dumping that over Philip Fulmer's head.
But Baldy, how is the decision made? Or who makes it? That one is intercepted. And racing the other way, all the way down inside the 15-yard line is Ryan Carl. A true freshman.
And you got to be a senior because you got to celebrate your last game as a volunteer. So you saw Kevin Burnett there. He was helping to carry it. There was a setup going on there. You ask how you get that done, and it's a team effort.
He wanted to change position.
Yeah. I tell you, you look at the size of C.J. Leak. Some NFL team will take him and throw him on special teams and give him a shot.
A 38-7 game, maybe the best game that Tennessee played the entire year.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, and that's all you can ever want as a head coach, Philip Fulmer, to have your team be at its best and play its best on a New Year's Day bowl game like this.
They're a young team, a lot of quality redshirt players that will get a chance to put on a hat next year. 38-7 our final from the 2005 SBC Cotton Bowl. We'll be back for more post-game coverage right after these messages.